Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. My name is Claudio. So glad that you're here. Today I'm walking you through how to create these collages into shapes using Adobe Express. It's an updated video from an older one. I figured it's time to do one, so let's go ahead and dive right in. Here I am at the home screen of Adobe Express, and I'll begin by clicking on the blue plus sign here and choose a size here. This is a really cool feature if you're not familiar with this, but if you do a search here, for example, I'm going to type in Instagram here and you'll see all the different selections and you can hover and choose the size. I'm going to go ahead and go with the portrait pose here. So I'll choose that. And I've got a blank canvas here. Now to create the photo collage or begin to create it, what we'll do, I'm going to go ahead and close this X here on the left, is on your menu options over here on the left hand side, you see grids here. And we're going to click on grids and you can select all the different layouts at the moment. You can select them and it will add them into your screen. So scrolling through here, I think I'm going to go ahead and go with this one right here, the 9 squares. And so we'll go ahead and click that and it will be added to my screen. Now what I'll do is I'll click on the actual grid here, and here's a little tip, is you can set that as your page background so you don't have to resize it, and it automatically adjusts the squares to fit into that size, which I think is great. Now we need to add images into each of the squares. Now you can do that by clicking on a square and then clicking on replace and go one by one. Now I'm going to show you a little shortcut here. So I'm going to drag in a folder with some images that I have here. I've got 9, or actually I got more than 9 here. I've got about 13 to choose from. Let me just adjust that. And what I'm going to do is just select 9 photos here. So let's see here. We're going to go and choose 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And let's see which other one I want in here. I think I'm going to go with this one right here. Now, what I'm going to do is select one of these cells and we're going to highlight it. And let me come back to my folder here. So I've got the 9 selected and I'm going to drag those 9 into that one cell. And you'll see the magic happen right there. Boom. It adds all the images into the squares, just making sure that you select that one cell and it'll automatically fit them all. And then you can go through each cell here, double click and make adjustments. You can also click in each cell and adjust colors, use the adjustments here, make it brighter, darker, and so on. You can also change the photo, use effects and change them if you want. But I'm going to leave them just the way they are for now. And the next step is to bring in a photo that I'm going to use for my overlay, which is the cutout. So we're going to make this photo collage into a shape. So here I have the folder with the images that I'm going to select from for that overlay or the shape cutout. So I'm going to go ahead and drag it over. Now here's the important thing. When you drag it over, do not add it into one of those cells. You're just going to drop it out here and you'll see that it has been added. Now what I'll do is click over here and you can see the image is outside of view of the canvas area. Now what I'll do is drag it over here and now I can see that just fine. I'm going to resize this so it fits over, basically cover the entire canvas or the photo collage. Now I'll continue making the adjustment here, the resize, and there we go. Now here's what we're going to do is we are going to remove background and we're going to let the magic happen. There it is. The background has been removed and now I'm going to double click and choose original. So I want to make sure the original is intact, the entire image itself. And then what we're going to do is come over here to erase and then we're going to invert this here. So you see now the cutout is there. Now we can see, and this gives you the option here to also adjust the image. So I'm going to click done and I'm going to drag the image just a bit, try to get one of those corners, the handles, and I'm just going to make it just a tad bit larger and maybe a little too much here. So this is a little trial and error. Let me minimize the scene here. Let's bring that down and I think that's fine. Now you see some of the images don't show up, which is fine. I'll show you how to fix that here in just a second. So I've got the image here. Now this is a little bit distracting here, and here's what we're going to do is we're going to go over to effects. Make sure that you have that image selected, the cutout or the overlay. And then what we're going to do is choose custom and let the menu pop up here. And then for shadows, we're going to change this to white. and then we're going to do the highlights to white as well. So now we have that perfect cutout, the colorful cutout. You can change it to any color you want. I just decide to use white. Also, the grids have that white line. Now, if I want to make adjustments to the actual photo so that I can see most of them, here's what you'll do. Is we're going to come back over here to the menu option. Actually, let's close this over here, select the image. We're going to bring down the opacity, and then we're going to click into our background here. And here's what we'll do. See how as I hover over these lines, I can make the adjustments. And basically what I'm trying to do is bring more of those images into view. It's a little bit of adjustment that has to happen here. Again, select the layer and we'll make those adjustments. So basically I want to have more of those images in view. Now, the tricky thing here is because this layer up here is basically in the top layer. So what we'll have to do, if you want to be able to adjust the cells, we might have to do is click to the background over here, detach from the background, and now we can adjust the cells. Let me go ahead and zoom in a bit here. So I can adjust the cells now further, or I should say the images, so that I can see most of them. And so let's go back to this right here, and it's a little too out of view. So we'll make the adjustment, double click, so we can see more of that here. So this is a little bit of tweaking that will have to happen. And now if I click the layer again, let's set it as the background, and let's go ahead and minimize this. Oh, I got a little too much out of view, but I think that's fine because now we'll click our overlay and bring that opacity back up. There we go. And now you can't really tell. Let's see, let's adjust it. There we go. Again, you can always go back to your background, detach it, adjust the different cells so you can see more of the images underneath your cutout. And that's how to create photo collages into shapes using Adobe Express. So now it's your turn to give it a try. If you enjoyed this video, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and click the bell to be notified for future videos just like this one. And please do share this video with your friends. Thanks again for stopping by and watching this video. And as always, have fun creating. Peace.